The whispering woods held an air of mystery. Ancient trees reached for the sky, their leaves rustling secrets in the breeze. Sunlight dripped sparingly through the canopy, casting long shadows on the forest floor. Princess Elara of Eldoria stood at the edge of the woods. She could feel the ancient magic thrumming beneath her feet. Elara was on a quest to find the Heartstone of Eldoria. Legend told of its power to banish the Shadowfell, a creeping darkness threatening the land. The Heartstone lay hidden within the whispering woods. Elara, accompanied by her loyal knight Sir Kaelin and the mischievous forest sprite Elara, ventured into the unknown. Strange creatures, both wondrous and fearsome, watched them from the shadows. Elara drew strength from the ancient prophecy passed down through generations. The fate of Eldoria rested on her shoulders, and she was determined to succeed.
We've been walking for days. Are we any closer?
The forest tests those who seek its secrets. Patience, little princess. We need a new plan. Perhaps the whispers hold a clue.
Elara closed her eyes and focused. She could hear the wind whistling through the leaves, the rustling of small creatures, and beneath it all, the faintest whisper. Suddenly, the forest floor beneath them rumbled. A low growl echoed through the trees. A pair of glowing yellow eyes appeared in the undergrowth.
I am Elara, Princess of Eldoria. I seek the Heartstone to save my people from the Shadowfell.
A massive wolf emerged from the shadows. Its fur was the color of midnight and its eyes glowed with an eerie light. Elara stood her ground, her heart pounding. This was no ordinary wolf. This was something ancient and powerful. The wolf spoke, its voice deep and resonant. Who dares to seek the Heartstone? Elara took a step forward. The Heartstone is not easily earned, it rumbled. You must prove yourself worthy. The wolf stepped closer. An ancient pact binds the guardians of the forest to the Heartstone, it explained. S1, tell me how. What must I do? The wolf led them deeper into the forest. The trees grew denser, the air thick with ancient magic. They arrived at a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center stood a towering oak, its branches reaching towards the heavens. The wolf turned to Elara. Within this tree lies the guardian's riddle, it intoned. Solve it, and you shall prove yourself worthy of the Heartstone. Elara approached the oak cautiously. The air around it crackled with energy. She placed her hand on the rough bark, and the tree shuddered. A faint glow emanated from within, revealing a small wooden door set flush with the trunk. Elara pushed open the door. Inside, she found a spiral staircase carved from the heartwood of the tree. Be warned, the wolf's voice boomed behind her. The riddle tests not only your wit, but also your heart. Elara took a deep breath and stepped inside. The door swung shut behind her, plunging her into darkness.
The staircase seemed to go on forever, twisting and turning within the heart of the ancient oak. Finally, Elara emerged into a circular chamber bathed in a soft green light. In the center stood a shimmering pool of water, its surface as smooth as glass. As Elara approached, she saw her reflection staring back at her. But it wasn't just her reflection. It was as if the pool itself was alive, pulsing with energy. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the chamber, ancient, ethereal, and filled with sorrow. Who disturbs the slumber of the Heartstone? It boomed. Elara took a step back, startled. The voice seemed to come from the pool itself. I am Elara, she said, her voice trembling slightly. I seek the Heartstone to save my people from the Shadowfell. The voice sighed, a long, mournful sound. The pool rippled, and Elara saw images flash before her eyes, visions of a land shrouded in darkness, its people enslaved by fear. The Heartstone's echo was showing her the fate of Eldoria if she failed. The images faded, and the voice spoke once more, its tone laced with urgency. The Shadowfell is cunning, it warned. It preys on doubt, on fear. Beware, child, for it will tempt you with promises of power, whispering falsehoods to sway your heart. Elara felt a chill run down her spine. She had already faced the Shadowfell's temptations in her dreams, visions of power that promised to end the encroaching darkness. The pool rippled again, and this time Elara saw a figure emerge from its depths. It was a woman, beautiful and terrible, with eyes like glittering emeralds. She wore a crown of thorns, and her lips were curved into a cruel smile. The woman reached out a hand towards Elara. Join me, she whispered, her voice like velvet and poison. Together we can rule this land and banish the darkness forever. Lyra felt a surge of anger. "I will never join you," she declared, her voice ringing with defiance. "You fool! You will regret this!" The woman's beautiful face contorted into a mask of rage. The pool of water churned violently, and a wave of darkness washed over me, threatening to drag me down into its depths. I closed my eyes, bracing myself against the onslaught. But instead of pain and darkness, I felt a warmth spread through me, a sense of peace and overwhelming love. I opened my eyes to see the chamber bathed in a golden light. The pool was calm, its surface reflecting not my image, but the Heartstone itself. The Heartstone hovered above the pool, pulsing with a power that seemed to resonate deep within my very being. The voice spoke one last time, softer now, filled with hope. "You have passed the test, child." The golden light intensified, and I had to shield my eyes. When I could see again, I found myself back in the forest, standing before the ancient oak. The wolf guardian stood before me, its head bowed in respect. "You have proven yourself worthy," it rumbled. "The Heartstone awaits." I felt a surge of gratitude towards the creature. "Thank you," I whispered. The wolf stepped aside, revealing a path deeper into the forest. I followed, my heart pounding with anticipation. We walked for what felt like hours, the forest growing brighter with every step. Finally, we emerged into a clearing bathed in sunlight. And there, at the center of it all, lay the Heartstone. It rested on an altar of ancient stone, pulsing with a gentle, rhythmic light. I reached out and touched the Heartstone, and as my fingers brushed against its smooth surface, a jolt of energy surged through me. I closed my eyes and focused, channeling the energy of the Heartstone into my very being. I felt a connection form between myself and the ancient magic of the forest, a bond of unity and purpose. I thought of my people, of the darkness that threatened to consume them, and I vowed to protect them. Opening my eyes, I raised the Heartstone high above my head. A wave of pure energy erupted from the Heartstone, washing over the forest in a blinding flash of light. The trees swayed and danced as if rejoicing in the return of their long-lost guardian. I felt the darkness receding, pushed back by the combined might of the Heartstone and the ancient magic of the Whispering Woods. The clearing was filled with the sounds of celebration. The forest creatures emerged from their hiding places, their eyes shining with joy. The whispers of the woods were no longer filled with sorrow and warning, but with hope and gratitude. I lowered the Heartstone, my body trembling with exhaustion, but my spirit soaring with victory. I had found the Heartstone, faced the Shadowfell's temptations, and emerged victorious. I had proven myself worthy of my lineage and my destiny. As I made my way out of the Whispering Woods, the Heartstone safely secured, I knew that my journey had changed me. I had faced my fears, embraced my destiny, and discovered a power within myself that I never knew existed. The forest had tested me, but it had also rewarded me. I had gained not just the Heartstone, but also the wisdom and strength I would need to lead my people. Walking beside me, Kalen smiled, his eyes filled with pride. Elara, flitting around us, sprinkled us with shimmering dust, a mischievous glint in her eyes. We had faced the unknown together and emerged stronger, our bond unbreakable. The whispers of the forest followed us, no longer eerie but comforting, promising of new adventures to come. The Heartstone pulsed warmly against my chest, a beacon of hope for the future. A new dawn was breaking over Eldoria, and I, Princess of Eldoria, would be there to meet it, the Heartstone at my side, its magic coursing through my veins.